At the dawn of the Galactic Empire, Darth Vader was a different animal. He was riddled with insecurity and even an inferiority complex surrounding the Jedi, feeling a need to dominate and destroy the people that persecuted him for so long. To end the lineage of the Jedi, despite the Sith, Vader, and Sidious now having complete dominion over an entire galaxy. This, though, is never what Darth Vader wanted. He never truly wanted to rule following his defeat and humiliation on Mustafar. Darth Vader was completely engulfed in pride, revenge, and a need to prove himself to the very people that scorned him and cast him aside. However, these ideologies and beliefs did not align with his master in Darth Sidious, who believed that his revenge against the Jedi was now complete. In fact, Darth Sidious even stated that he wanted Yoda to still be around, as he believed that a literal hell for the Grand Master would to see the galaxy dominated and ruled by the Sith, and that he could have feasibly stopped this outcome. While Darth Sidious did want the Jedi hunted down and killed eventually, this was far from his top priority, in stark contrast to his brand new apprentice. Darth Vader's feelings towards his own Jedi rival in Obi-Wan Kenobi was the exact opposite side of the coin to Sidious and Yoda's rivalry. While Sidious wanted Yoda to be alive, as he believed that he had completely dominated the Grand Master, not with the lightsaber, but with his mind. Vader, on the other hand, needed to prove that he was more powerful than Obi-Wan Kenobi, to prove his point that the dark side itself was more powerful. And this obsession with Kenobi is what drove Vader, especially during his first few years as a Sith Lord. This obsession, however, Darth Sidious deemed corrosive in a bad way. Darth Sidious was fascinated with anger and how it fueled the dark side itself in a Sith Lord's power. However, as he would note to Darth Vader during his early days in his suit, this anger, as wielded by Vader, was not controlled, and Sidious warned Vader that just like he had not controlled his anger on Mustafar, he believed that this too could be his undoing, stating that although his anger gave him great power, the Sith Lord needed to be extremely careful with how he used it. These words and teachings by Darth Sidious to Vader would one day make Vader one of the most powerful Sith Lords that had ever lived, as he truly did learn to master his anger. However, this mastery would not occur immediately, and certainly not during the first few years of the Empire. There was actually one event where Darth Sidious was quite angered with Darth Vader for killing an Order 66 survivor and making an egregious mistake, a mistake that almost got Vader killed by a group of Jedi. So, welcome again, Acolytes of the Force, back to our archives. We've been expecting you. Several weeks following Order 66, a young Jedi Padawan had been captured and was being held on Coruscant in a detention center. This young Jedi Padawan named Dama had managed to survive the initial stages of Order 66, which led Darth Vader to believe that he may have information regarding Obi-Wan Kenobi. Venturing directly to the detention center, Darth Vader brutally beat and interrogated the young Padawan, demanding the location of Obi-Wan. What is interesting about this interaction is Darth Vader only asks this young Jedi a single question: where is Obi-Wan? He is uninterested with the survival of any other Jedi, or if the Jedi are attempting to reform. He just wants Kenobi, and his anger is so strong that Darth Sidious even senses it, and chooses to go to the detention center himself, personally. Right as Sidious enters the room, Darth Vader grabs the throat of the young Jedi and snaps his neck. As he entered the room, Sidious calmly said this: "Revenge upon Kenobi for the pain he has caused you. That is very natural. He left you for dead. Had I not foreseen it, you would have died. However, do not concern yourself with him or any other Jedi. They are nothing." Sidious realized that this was Darth Vader's fatal flaw. He was unable to contain his anger and think around his opponents, destroying them with the power of the mind and the machinations of the dark side, rather than directly dominating his opponent and his enemies. In fact, it was this need for direct conquest that Darth Sidious believed would one day lead to Vader's downfall. Despite saying that he understood his master's teachings, as Darth Sidious departed the room, Darth Vader would get a vital piece of information regarding a Jedi gathering. A member of the 501st Legion directly informed Vader that they had heard rumors that there was a Jedi gathering occurring on the world of Kessel, and even more important than this, that Obi-Wan Kenobi would be in attendance. Immediately disregarding his master's wishes, Darth Vader departed for Kessel. But this mission is not what Darth Vader expected. The group of Jedi here had secretly leaked the information and they had a special plan to take out Darth Vader. In actuality, this was an ambush of the Sith Lord. They knew that by divulging the information that a powerful council member would be there and one of the most prominent survivors of Order 66, that Vader would arrive personally, and the Jedi were correct. Bursting into the location of the Jedi, Darth Vader ignited his lightsaber, ready for a fight. What shocked him is that there were no less than 12 Jedi present in the room, but Lord Vader was not dismayed by this confrontation. Fueled by his anger for Obi-Wan Kenobi and the Jedi in general, a fierce duel ensued. As Darth Vader quickly cut through the flesh of 3 Jedi in the room, the Jedi leader, Master Potkins, enacted her grand plan, revealing a cortosis blade. Cortosis is one of the deadliest weapons to a Force wielder, a Jedi and Sith alike in Star Wars lore, as when cortosis strikes the ignited flame of a lightsaber, the blade of the lightsaber is temporarily extinguished. Removing Darth Vader's greatest weapon from his grasp was not enough, however, as he continued to fight using the Force. However, one of the Jedi present struck true, removing Darth Vader's arm, and in a rare moment of weakness for the Dark Lord, he exclaimed this: "I underestimated you, my masters. You have proven yourselves worthy and to be greater adversaries than I anticipated. I am at your mercy. I surrender." As Darth Vader knelt, seemingly defeated, he used the Force to call a green blade to his hand, but the Jedi were expecting this, and using the Force, threw debris at the Dark Lord. As it smashed against his cybernetics, Darth Vader proclaimed that he would destroy them all. As Lord Vader attempted to stand, blaster fire erupted, and for one last time, Darth Vader would reach out with the Force. The Jedi Master was caught in midair, and was subsequently massacred by the clone troopers pouring into the room. With all of the Jedi now dead, the commander of the 501st informed Vader that Darth Sidious requested his presence immediately. And not only this, it was Sidious himself that dispatched the 501st to Kessel. During his meeting with Sidious, Vader expected to be scorned by his master and chastised for his way of thinking. However, here, Darth Sidious revealed that he knew that Darth Vader's bloodlust for the Jedi would never be satiated so long as they live, and that it was him that leaked the information to the 501st that there was a group of Jedi. Sidious even enjoyed hearing that Darth Vader had cut down so many of them personally, massacring a small group of the Order 66 survivors. He then revealed that the importance of this mission was something of reputation. The reputation of Lord Vader and the reputation of the Dominator of the Empire. He revealed that now he would become a legend to the Jedi, a figure of myth, a boogeyman of sorts, so that the Jedi would think twice anytime they attempted to help anyone throughout the stars. Darth Vader's legend now was a promise to the Order 66 survivors that if they did not throw away their lightsabers or bury them deep, Lord Vader would come for them. With that said though, Darth Sidious did say to Lord Vader that his teachings were correct, and that Kessel proved this. His fixation with Obi-Wan Kenobi was the fixation of Anakin Skywalker, stating that he must purge it from himself, that Anakin was dead, and that only Darth Vader remained, leaving Darth Vader with the words that had he not intervened, Anakin Skywalker would have caused the ultimate downfall of Lord Vader. But anyway, my friends and acolytes, what are your thoughts on this story? What are your thoughts on how Darth Vader became legend and a boogeyman figure to the Jedi Order? And do you believe that Darth Sidious was ultimately correct? And as a final, larger question, do you believe that Vader in the end ultimately understood and accepted this lesson from his master? As always, my friends and students of the Force, thank you so much for visiting our archives, and I hope to hear from you soon.